Upadhyay. You know the goalkeeper's name?
Yeah. Yes, welcome back to the second match that we are broadcasting of the Bodog Roots Premier League JUHU division. It's the Goodfellas versus the Bombay Devils. The Goodfellas owned by Samir Kochhar and Ravi. Samir Kochhar also playing for the Goodfellas. In the red and black jersey are the Goodfellas, whereas the Bombay Devils in the white and the greyish jerseys. It's going to be the Bombay Devils to start, and they'll be scoring from the left of your screen to the right, whereas the Goodfellas will be scoring from the right of your screen to the left. Yes, it's referee Pankaj Upadhyay, the chief referee. It's the Devils to start. The Devils in the white jersey. Okay, so not standing up to the name there, but the performance there, the Bombay Devils in the white and grey jersey, taken up by Goodfellas. It's been a struggle for the name for the Devils as well as Goodfellas.
He has made a lot of errors, so I know.
Yes, so it's the Goodfellas goalkeeper Aditya Desai, and the goalkeeper for the Bombay Devils is Chiranjeev Lalwani. Passing it around are the Devils. With the right foot he loads, but that's good defense. Once again he loads. But what is going on with Devils? They're just going for goal, but that's what I was mentioning. They're struggling. Are the Bombay Devils and Goodfellas. Goodfellas are 7th on the points table. 8 teams in every league, and Goodfellas on the 7th in the points table, whereas the Bombay Devils are 8th. Goodfellas are just 2 points by the name. The first match that they played was against the Bodog Jets. They lost 1-4. Second, after with the Bay 49, it was a draw 0-0, and then was again a draw 1-1 against the Mavericks. Whereas for the Bombay Devils, it's been a tough time. The first match that they lost against Bay 49 0-1, then against the Mavericks was a draw 1-1, and the Falcons convincingly defeated them 3-5. So Bombay Devils and the Goodfellas eager to get a victory by the name after the match today. They're starting it at 8:10 PM IST. Expected to finish this match by around 9:15, and then the last match for the day that will be broadcasting will be the Conquerors, the table toppers, versus Mumbai Lions, the third on the points table. In the meanwhile, it's the Goodfellas with the defense. Nicely done there. Good work by the Goodfellas. That's going to be a goal kick. Aditya Desai, the goalkeeper for the Goodfellas. The Goodfellas owned by Samir Kochhar and Ravi. Samir Kochhar is also playing there with jersey number 23 is Samir Kochhar. Keeping possession of the Goodfellas. Passing it along. Jersey number 18 takes control. Passing it around. Will he load? He loads. Just not on target. Satyen Patel it was. Chiranjeev Lalwani unhappy with his defense was the Bombay Devils. Bombay Devils keeping possession, passing it along. Nicely done to Ritik. Ritik keeping possession is jersey number 14. Passing it along. Still keeping possession. Yes, Samir asking for the pass, not getting it. Still the left footer is the captain, who's jersey number 8 of the Goodfellas. That's Naitik Patel with the attempt, but he's won himself a corner on the nearer side, on the left side of your screen. And that's going to be a corner for Naitik Patel. Nice right footer in the penalty area. Loads is jersey number 99 it was. Good attempt. Wing Choi Chen it was. Wing that he likes to be called, Wing Choi Chen. He is the one who scored a goal last Friday against the Mavericks when it was a draw 1-1. It was Wing Choi Chen, the goal scorer. Samir being told by his managers to just block that free kick not to happen. Once again on the attack, Devils just not on the mark, not on the target. So these have been some optimistic attempts by the Goodfellas and by the Devils, but none they have been able to convert so far. That's going to be a kick in for the Goodfellas. The Goodfellas in the red jersey with a nice long ball coming in, keeping possession. Goodfellas, chance, wing! It was pass it on to Tvesh Kamdar. Wing Choi Chen. Oh yes, the manager unhappy with the effort of Wing Choi. Choi is coming the call from the dugout, but yes, Choi will have to do better in the remaining time that he'll be playing. So it's just the 6th minute that we are entering into, so it's still quite a lot of time. Those of who you are joining us live right now on Facebook Live or on YouTube, the Bodog Roots Premier League, it's a match of 50 minutes, so it's 2 halves of 25 minutes each, and there is compulsorily no added time, no extra time. Header just not on target. It was the Devils. It was Bihag, jersey number 6, with an attempt on goal. A brilliant attempt by Bihag, but no, just not getting it. So it's been attempts on goal by the Goodfellas as well as the Devils, but they haven't been able to convert so far. It's always good to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor is Bodog, branding partner is Flag, hydration partner Miqua, and of course our beverage partner Raw Pressery. The Devils with the kick in. Good ball in the penalty area. Could have been close, but it was the flag raised. That's an offside that has been signalled. It was of the Bombay Devils. It was a good attempt, but the header, it was the flag that was already raised. Yes, just to give a quick summary of what is happening at the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's Wednesday, Thursdays and Fridays. Wednesdays and Thursdays, the Bandra South and Bandra North Division games. We start at 6:45 till 10:45 PM Indian Standard Time from the Bandra South and Bandra North Division. Those of you listening and watching who stay in the western suburbs can join us at the St. Andrews Turf Park in Bandra West on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And Friday is the JUHU Division, 6:45 PM to 10 PM IST from the Jamnabai Nursi Turf Park. In the meanwhile, it's going to be a kick-in for the Devils. Nice ball in the penalty area. No, that was a chance wasted. A chance gone begging. Very difficult to create those chances. It was Sagar, jersey number 8 of the Devils, Prashant Sagar, but wasn't able to convert. Again, a right footer, but that's outside. Samir Kochar was there to collect it, wasn't able to do it. Passing it along, Goodfellas keeping possession. Santine passing it along, the skipper passing it along, and that's Naitik Patel. Naitik on the attack. Samir goes back to the defense of the Devils. He's just cleared it out of his sight. Was jersey number 72 of the Devils. Nice long cross coming in. That'll be an outside. Wing Choi trying his best, but wasn't able to keep the ball in play. Meanwhile, that's going to be a kick in for the Devils. It's 0-0. We are 16 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. That's going to be a kick in. In the penalty area, chance. Ritvik not able to get it, not able to keep control was Ritik Parekh. A golden opportunity. It was created, but just not able to get it converted was Ritik Parekh. Wing Choi chesting it on with the chest. Keeping possession are the Goodfellas, passing it on. Still keeping possession. Nicely done by the Devils, clearing it away. Ball still in play, coming straight to us in the com box, and that's going to be a kick in for the Devils. It's going to be Sagar to take the kick in. On the attack are the Devils, and it's a foul, says referee Pankaj Upadhyay, and that's going to be a free kick for the Bombay Devils. The Devils, owned by Abhishek Parekh and Karan Jain, haven't tasted victory so far. They have lost 2 matches and they have drawn 1 of the 3 that they have played. They'll look to change their fortunes today. It's going to be Hag taking responsibility of the free kick. That's deflected off the wall over to Sagar. Still keeping control are the Bombay Devils. Nice cross coming in, header by Bihag, chance, and they score. That's the first goal of the evening, and that's for the Bombay Devils. Nicely converted, and that's 1-0 the lead for the Bombay. It's the 11th minute, and Ritik Parekh gets his first goal. It's a lead for the Bombay Devils on the 11th minute of the match. It's 1-0 the advantage for the Bombay Devils. In the meanwhile, the substitution, it's one of the co-owners, Samir Kochar, comes out for a breather. Sam is what he likes to be called always. It's 1-0 the lead for the Bombay Devils. Keeping possession out of the play area, perhaps it's the Devils who have the goal that they have scored, so they have the lead. It's going to be Satyan, jersey number 18, Satyan Patel of the Goodfellas. Varun, Goodfellas, they'll have to get an equalizer. They have conceded a goal, nicely headed there, ball kept in play. Good work by Bihag, and that's going to be a kick in for the Goodfellas. The first goal that I just mentioned a couple of minutes back on the 11th minute, that came from Ritik Parekh, jersey number 14. It's Varun, jersey number 10, passing it along to Naitik Patel. Varun in the penalty area, chance for goal, and he scores! Yes, he does, gets an equalizer. Super stuff from the skipper. Naitik Patel was the assist, and it was jersey number 10. That's Varun Sekhri getting an equalizer. So the 13th minute with an equalizer are the Goodfellas, thanks to super stuff by Varun Sekhri. So it's 1-1 for Varun Sekhri, who got an equalizer for the Goodfellas. So this is an interesting contest that is turning up. Both these teams are on the bottom of the points table. On the 7th of the points table is the Goodfellas, and on the 8th of the points table are the Bombay Devils. And in the meanwhile, it's just 12 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. We've entered the 14th minute, and it's 1-1, 1 goal apiece. Again, it's a chance for a header there, not able to convert. Yes, the manager unhappy of the Goodfellas, just completely unhappy, distraught is the manager of the Goodfellas. Ball in play. Foul, says Pankaj Upadhyay, the referee, and that's going to be a free kick for the Goodfellas. It is, yes, it's going to be for the Goodfellas. They have got an equalizer, so we have an even Stevens contest here. With the free kick are the Goodfellas. Passing it along to Wing Choi. Nicely taken up by the Devils. Cleared away. Wing Choi Chen again. Passing it on. Keeping possession. Over to the skipper. Is it? Yes, Nethik. Over to Nethik there. Looking for the pass. Looking for the cross. Gets it in the penalty area. Could have been close. Still it's Wing Choi. Can be dangerous with the right footer. He's appealing for the foul. But no, says Pankaj Upadhyay. It's fair play. Meanwhile, that's going to be a substitution. It's jersey number 11 of the Devils, Prabal Punjabi, who runs in as a substitute. Again, no restrictions on the number of substitutions in the Bodog Roots Premier League. We have 50-minute match, 2 minutes of 25, 2 halves of 25 minutes each. No restrictions on the number of substitutions. And of course, it is 8 aside. Meanwhile, that's going to be a free kick for the Devils. Clinton Corderio. Is it going to be Clinton with the left footer? So 2 walls being created. Weird this. Okay, just the wall. And then in the clutter, chance off the crossbar. And then that was a chance that should have been taken, but wasn't able to convert. The Bombay Devils. A golden opportunity was created, but he wasn't able to convert. Was Manas Gera. It deflected off the crossbar, and the referee had, the goalkeeper had already jumped. He was off balance. Manas Gera was there. In front of him was the entire goal post, but he misses. Just perhaps the odd bounce, but he should have kept it under control. It's still 1-1. Entering the 16th minute now. 9 minutes, a little more than 9 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. Straight toss in the com box there. Be careful there, scorer as well. And yes, that's still going to be 1-1. Satyan has been substituted. It's jersey number 11 of the Goodfellas. That's Shanay Mazumdar, who comes in as a substitute on the field. No restrictions on the number of substitutions, of course, at the Bodog Roots Premier League. This is week number 4 of the JUHU division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. Yesterday was the Bandra South. Wednesday we played the Bandra North divisions. And this is match number 2. 4 matches, but we'll be broadcasting only 3 due to time limitations at the Jamnabai Nursi Turf Park. And it's back to Shan Samay. Goodfellas keeping position. Nethik, the skipper, taking position, passing it around. Nicely done to Varun. Varun pulls the trigger. No, pulls it, but it's nicely defended by the goalkeeper. That was Ritik. It was Chiranjeev Lalwani of the Bombay Devils. Nicely collected by Chiranjeev Lalwani. Meanwhile, the goalkeeper for the Goodfellas is Aditya Desai, with the nice pass. Just around 7.5 minutes remaining for the match to come to an half-time end. We enter the 18th minute. Passing it around. Aggressive stuff there. Manas Gera once again in thick of actions, but no foul given by Pankaj Upadhyay, the referee. Once again, Choi losing possession. It's going to be Goodfellas. It's going to the Devils with the left footer. It was jersey number 9, Clinton Corderio. Once again with the left footer. Not on the mark. Goal kick for the Goodfellas. Ball in the air. Taken up. That was an aggressive tackle, but play on, says the referee. That's ball out of the playing area. Yes, the referee is being asked for giving the referees, but good work by Pankaj Upadhyay, just signalling that I am the boss here, and my decision stays that it won't be penalized. So there's been no booking so far in this match. You've seen a couple of penalties, a couple of fouls, but not the card coming out of the referee's pocket so far. Passing it around, keeping position the Goodfellas. They'll have to convert. Will they get the advantage? Samay 1 on 2, and okay says Pankaj Upadhyay. Okay says the referee. Loads! Not on target was jersey number 10, Varun Sekhri. He's already had a goal in the 13th minute. So confidence will be sky high, but not able to get it on the mark. Varun completely distraught, unhappy with his own performance there, but he'll just have to get back his composure. The meanwhile, chance appeal for an offside. No, says the assistant referees. Offside, the flag has been raised. That's an offside, says the assistant referee. So there'll be a free kick awarded for the Goodfellas. The Goodfellas in the red and black jersey. Anyone joining us right now on YouTube or Facebook Live of the Bodog Roots Premier League? It's the Goodfellas in the red, black, Bombay Devils in the white and grey jersey. Always good to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, beverage partner Raw Presser, and of course our broadcasting partner is... Yes, in the meanwhile it's Bombay Devils versus the Goodfellas. Yes, as I was mentioning, the sponsors are title sponsor Bodog. It's the Bodog Roots Premier League. Our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, beverage partner Raw Pressery, and broadcasting partner One Play Sports. Sagar in the penalty area, chance, but again it was the Goodfellas who had to be careful there. They had to defend, and in the meanwhile they've given up a corner. It's going to be a corner for the Devils, the Bombay Devils, owned by Abhishek Parekh and Karan Jain. Devils, as what has been written on the giant screen here at the Jamnabai Nursi Turf Park. Chance for the Devils, still keeping possession. Possession cleared away. Nice counter attack there, definitely pulled. That's a definite shot pull, and he has been booked. That's a foul there, and that was jersey number 8 of the Bombay Devils. That's Prashant Sagar, who has been awarded a yellow card. He has been given a yellow card. That was a harsh tackle. He was pulling the shirt. A chance there. Oh, that was an error. Almost an error from Chiranjeev Lalwani, but eventually he was able to hold on to it. Yes, as I was mentioning a couple of minutes back, it was an aggressive tackle from Prashant Sagar. It was not even a tackle. He was just holding back the forward. He was just holding the shirt, but eventually it was a yellow card that was awarded to Prashant Sagar. It's a header out to us in the com box. All's well there. A cameraman also standing over here. The camera team have to be careful with the cameras. Meanwhile, it's 1-1. We're entering the 22nd minute. With the kick in, Wing Choi passing it along. Still keeping possession are the Goodfellas. It's going to be a free kick for the Goodfellas. The Goodfellas in the red and black jersey. Nice ball! Could have been close, but that's headed away. The ball still kept in play by the Devils. And that's Prashant Sagar there with the possession in the penalty area, but that's for the defense of the Devils. Passing it along. Goodfellas once again. Wing Choi passing it along, keeping possession. The Goodfellas. Just a couple of minutes remaining. Will there be a goal advantage? It was in the meanwhile a substitution, and it's one of the co-owners of the Goodfellas, Samir Kochar, back in play with jersey number 23, Samir Kochar. It's a co-owned team, the Goodfellas, Samir Kochar and Ravi, whereas the Bombay Devils co-owned by Abhishek Parekh and Karan Jain, the co-owners. It's the Goodfellas versus the Bombay Devils. They've entered the 23rd minute, almost the 24th minute now, and it's 1 goal apiece for both the teams. The first goal that was scored by Ritik Parekh of the Bombay Devils in the 11th minute, and just 2 minutes later, in the 13th minute, came an equalizer of Goodfellas from Varun Sekhri. Passing it around is just blinded there with the Goodfellas, and thus the Devils taking possession. Passing it along, good tackles. Is that a corner? Yes, it is. It'll be a corner for the Devils. perhaps the last chance, a minute and a half remaining for the end of the first half. They look to get the header in. The forwards, everybody in the defense in the penalty area. Header is at a corner that they've won for themselves. Yes, again a corner on the near end now. Good stuff this is from the Devils. The Goodfellas will have to be careful, because the Devils are on a rampage. They're looking for the headers, looking for the chances to be converted. No, that's deflected out of the playing area. That's going to be kick in for the Goodfellas. In possession, there will be a corner now on this, on the western coast of your screen. The western side, the left side is going to be for the Goodfellas. The Goodfellas will be taking the corner. It seems it's going to be Wing Choi to take responsibility of the corner. No, it's not. It's going to be jersey number 5 of the Goodfellas. Then that's Puneet Soni with the corner. It's a free kick that was awarded there near the corner region in the penalty area. Could be close. That's again headed away, but in the meanwhile it's a foul. Nicely observed by referee Pankaj Upadhyay. Just a few seconds remaining for the first half to come to an end. We might have the whistle being blown. Is that a final chance? No, it's an offside signal, and that's the half-time whistle. Waiting for that, waiting for the final whistle to come in. It was an offside, and yes, there comes the half-time whistle at the end of the first half. It's 1 goal apiece for the Bombay Devils and Goodfellas. It was Ritik Parekh in the 11th minute. Equalizer came in 13th minute from Varun Shekhri. Goodfellas versus Bombay Devils at the end of the first half. 1-1.
Vicky, Sony and Sane. Come on.
Yes, you're back live for the second half of the Goodfellas versus Bombay Devils. It's match number 2 that we are broadcasting of the Bodog Roots Premier League week number 4 of the JUHU division. It's the start by Samir Kochar. Choi there. It's going to be the Goodfellas scoring from the left of your screen to the right now in the red and black jersey, whereas the Devils will be scoring from the right to the left. It's Choi! Shot on goal! How close was that? That was fabulous from Choi with the right footer, but that was equally good stuff from Chiranjeev Lalwani. CL there, as is written on his back of his shirt, diving to his right and definitely saving a goal, deflecting it to a corner, of course. But at the end of the first half, it was an exciting first half with 1 goal apiece. 11th minute, we saw a goal from Ritik Parekh, and equalizer came from Varun Sikri in the 13th minute. But that was a super attempt on goal from Choi, jersey number 99. Choi again not able to keep control of that. Just out of his reach was that ball on that occasion. That's a foul, yes, nicely observed by Pankaj Upadhyay. That's going to be a free kick for the Goodfellas. Just a yellow card in the first half, a booking that was given to Prashant Sagar for an aggressive tackle. He held the shirt of the forward, and that was nicely observed by Pankaj Upadhyay and was booked. No other bookings in the first half so far. Now second half that we started. 23 minutes remaining, 23 and a half minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. Header again, so on the attack have been the Goodfellas. Wonderful to see some attacking stuff from at least a team, and it's Goodfellas definitely who are on the go from the start of the second half. It's not been a pleasant league so far for either of the teams. It's the Goodfellas standing at 7th on the points table with just 2 points to the name. Not a single victory that they've registered. 3 matches that they've played, 1 lost, and they have 2 draws by the name. Whereas for the Bombay Devils, 8th on the points table with just 1 point, and they have lost 2 matches and have had 1 draw by the name. It's the Goodfellas owned by Samir Kochar and Ravi B. They co-own this team, and the Bombay Devils co-owned by Abhishek Parekh and Karan Jain. And meanwhile, from the far end, it's going to be a corner for the Goodfellas. Looking for the headers. Good ball, but nice clearance. But Goodfellas still keeping possession. Looking for the deflection there in the penalty area. Can that be a counter attack? No, it's the skipper Naitik Patel keeping possession, and that's going to be a kick in for the Devils. We're getting you live action from the Jamnawai Nursery School as Turf Park in JUHU for the JUHU division. You can join us on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. Wednesday and Thursday is the Banda North and South division matches from the St. Andrews Turf Park, and on Fridays is the JUHU division. Samir Kochar on the attack, nicely taken away, good defense. It was by the Devils. Passing it around, keeping possession are the Devils. Taken over by Goodfellas. Is that an outside? No, says the referee. Pankaj Upadhyay says ball is in play. Move on. But on this occasion, that definitely is going to be kicking. Naitik Patel just unhappy with a couple of his players there. Also given them a nice hearing. That's a good cross. Branches of the Devils in near the penalty area. Can be dangerous. Deflected, but that's good possession, good clearance as well from the Goodfellas. Ball still in play. Samir Kochar running for it, but that's going to be a kick in for just number 23. That's Abranches takes responsibility of the kick in. Nice and long. Choi there, perhaps being pushed. Yes, he was observed as well by Pankaj Upadhyay. It's just players unhappy with the decisions given to Pankaj Upadhyay, and that's what he's telling everyone, that he is the man in charge. So you need to respect the decisions given by the referee there. That's a free kick for the Goodfellas with the right footer. Not on the mark. Good work by Chiranjeev Lalwani, the Chiranjeev Lalwani goalkeeper for the Devils, and Aditya Desai for the Goodfellas. Good work there by Desai of the Goodfellas. I'll just read the squad of the Goodfellas. It's Naitik Patel, Shanai Mazumdar, Aditya Desai, the goalkeeper, Puneet Soni, Aditya Vas, Samir Kocha, the co-owner of the Goodfellas, Kanav Hingorani, Satyan Patel, Dr. Jay Shah, Varun Sekhri, Samay Ved, Wing Choi Chen, Tuesh Kamdar, and Rajiv Asija. The squad of the Goodfellas, and 8 can be on the ground. It's 8 aside this matchup, this entire league. For the Goodfellas, and the Bombay Devils squad is Henry Emerson, Abhishek Parekh, Prashant Sagar, who was just given a booking in the first half, Prabal Punjabi, Chiranjeev Lalwani, the goalkeeper, Vishal Balsara, Swapnil Pimpre, Ritik Parekh, who scored a goal in the 11th minute for the Bombay Devils, the first goal of this match, Nikunj Pabri, Clinton Corderio, Manas Gera, Gerald Branches, Sivaram Parmeswaran, and Bihag B. Now, meanwhile, that's again good defense on both the sides by the Devils as well as by the Goodfellas. Kick in for the Devils has won themselves a corner. It's going to be jersey number 8, Prashant Sagar, who's already been yellowed once with the corner on the far end of the screen. Nice cross, header, just a chance for a goal. Brilliant goalkeeping that was. Super goalkeeping by Aditya Desai. That was a header going in the goal, but brilliant reflexes from Aditya Desai has definitely saved a leader, a goal for the Devils. That's how important goalkeepers are, and Aditya Desai definitely doing some super stuff, super brilliant stuff from Aditya Desai in preventing a goal for the Devils. Devils once again, Manas Gera there, passing it on to Punjabi. Is that a foul by the referee? The confusion happening on the ground because we have a football match that is being played on the other side. So a whistle that was blown from there, a player thought that he's been fouled. He was unhappy with the decision and just kicked the ball off the playing area, and in that it was a corner that was avoided. So you'll have to keep your eyes sharp. Chance for a goal, an own goal chance there. But again, brilliant stuff by Aditya Desai. Wonderfully done by Aditya. Good defense. Choi trying to keep the ball in, but failing. And that attempt in vain. That's going to be a kick in for the Devils. In the meanwhile, there's a substitution. Punjabi is substitute by Ritik. It's Ritik, jersey number 14, who runs in as a substitute in place of Prabal Punjabi. Nice ball, Samir Kochar with the defense. Good header. Good work there by the Devils. They are on the mark. The first few minutes in the second half, it was looking like the Goodfellas who are on the attack, but now suddenly it's going to be the Devils who are on an all attack. Again, a series of aggressive tackles. A series of aggressive tackles there. Just unhappy what's happening there. It's Samay, jersey number 21, just unhappy with an exchange of words as well as Samay Ved and Clinton Corderio. In the meanwhile, it's going to be a free kick for the Devils. Clinton Corderio on the left side of your screen. The near end, passing it, good tackles, nicely taken away by the Goodfellas. With the right footer, good defense, nicely defended. Manas with the header, but that's just going to be a goal kick for the Goodfellas. Passing it around, is that a foul? Yes, definitely a foul. Second time, the same man. It's Prashant Sagar. How close is he to be sent off? It was again he holding on to the shirt. He'll have to be very careful. He's already been booked once, been given a warning. But again, if he does the offense, he'll be sent off. In the meanwhile, it's a free kick. Deflected nicely. held by Chiranjeev Lalwani. Unhappy are the players with a couple of decisions that have been given by the referee, but that's what happens. It's a tough job for the match referees, and often that we've seen that there is a show of dissent against the referees. In the meanwhile, there's a substitution. It's Twish, jersey number 3 of the Goodfellas, substitutes Samir Kochar. That's Twish Kamdar who runs in because there are no restrictions on the number of substitutions at the Bodog Roots Premier League. On the attack, Manas Gera there in the penalty area. Out of the penalty area came the goalkeeper of the Goodfellas. That was Aditya Desai. Brilliant the goalkeeping has been by Aditya Desai throughout this match. On the attack, meanwhile, the Goodfellas, good counter attack. Will they score? Is he loading? No, that's just pass. Keeping possession of the Goodfellas. Nice long pass to the skipper. That's Naitik Patel. Passing it on to Samay. And that's possession given away. They were creating this chance. Was looking to be close. But just possession given away. Passing it around. It's taken away by the Goodfellas again. Manas Gera. Passing it around. That's been a super run so far. What a minute of action we had. A minute and a half. Super stuff by the Goodfellas as well as the Devils. Fall back is the call because the ball is still in play. It's a slower surface here. The outfield is much slower than the one at Bandra on Wednesdays and Thursdays. On Friday this is a pretty slower outfield, and thus the ball just tends to just hold up. A right footer, and how close was that off the goal post? Manas completely unhappy with that effort there. How close was that? Off the goal post. It was inches away from a goal being registered for the Bombay Devils, but yes, unlucky, unfortunate. That's all that I can say right now. 12 minutes remaining, exactly at the halfway stage of the second half are we, and it's still 1-1 for the Goodfellas and the Bombay Devils. The first goal that was scored in the 11th minute by Ritik Parekh, equalizer in the 13th minute by Varun Sekhri. Second goal, we haven't seen a goal so far. Good cross in the penalty area. Chance be converted. No, again, nicely done by Aditya Desai. He's been the man till now. He's been the star performer for the Goodfellas till now. Perhaps an injury. The physio has been called for. Yes, we have the physio stationed. The physio has been called for. He's okay, says Aditya Desai. I am okay. He signals to the physio. Choi calling for the call, not getting the pass. Meanwhile, it's the Devils passing it around, keeping possession. That's exactly what the game of football says. You keep possession, create those chances, and if you keep possession, also creates the pressure on your opponents, and that's when they tend to commit those errors, and it gives you the chances. On the attack are the Devils. Chance looks difficult, and no, that's a chance gone. It's still 1-1, 11 minutes remaining, and the scoreline still reads 1 goal apiece for the Goodfellas against the Bombay Devils. It's the Goodfellas, owned by Samir Kochar and Ravi B, and the Bombay Devils, owned by Abhishek Parekh and Karan Jain. It's the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's good to thank our sponsors, title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, beverage partner Raw Pressery, and of course the broadcasting partner One Play Sports. On the attack were the Devils. Again, an optimistic chance there. Never was going to be converted. But getting those chances, going for those right footers, left footers, looking for the goal, and error from the goalkeeper here and there, but not to happen so far. Chance, Twish, Choi of the corners, and one of the managers of Goodfellas just unhappy with what's happening with the Goodfellas. On the attack, the Devils. The left footer, Chance for the Devils. No, that's been deflected away. It's been good defense in the second half. That's been the bottom line of the second half. In one line summary, that's been brilliant defense. And that's again the goalkeeper is definitely the man of the match till now. And that's Aditya Desai. He's been brilliant. He's considered a goal, yes, but he's definitely saved 2-3 attempts on the goal.
Guys, mark a player. Joy, come up now. What I told you, stand on the ball, man. Then go back when they tell you, man.
It's going to be a kick in for the Devils. Close chance for the Devils, but nicely deflected away. Joy losing possession. Kick in for the Devils. Right footer again, Aditya Desai. But however, from an outside, from a kick in, it cannot be directly scored as a goal. So even if Aditya Desai had let that go, it couldn't be counted as a goal. There has to be a deflection because the kick in is also considered as good as a throw in. So cannot be a direct goal. There has to have a deflection from someone. We've entered the 42nd minute now. Just a little more than 8 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. Can we have a clear winner? It's 1-1. Aditya Desai again in the thick of actions. I mean, that's a foul, says referee Pankaj Upadhyay. It's again jersey number 8 Prashant Sagar. Unhappy with the decision there was Prashant. But again, as I said, he'll have to be very cautious. He has been warned twice and he has been booked once. And yet another yellow card and he'll be sent off. Naitik Patel with the free kick. That's deflected. Chance. He's missed it. He's missed the ball. Was very close there. The Bombay Devils. It was jersey number 6 there, Bihag. What a miss that will be. It was 1 versus 1. Still, it was Bihag who missed it. It was onside, so he could have run with the ball. Could have had a long run, but a chance missed. Choi passing it around, keeping possession at the Goodfellas. Return to Bihag. Good run by the Devils in the penalty area with the left footer, and he scores! That's the second one, and that is going to be Prashant Sagar. It looks like he was booked once. Yes, it is Prashant Sagar with the goal in the 43rd minute. And Prashant Sagar, who has been given a booking, but in the 43rd minute, nice right footer there, nicely taken, and finally it was Aditya Desai who was not able to hold on to it, and it's a 2-1 lead for the Devils. They are number 8 on the points table. They are the bottom table, and it's versus team number 7 on the points table, and that's the Goodfellas. In trouble right now, the Goodfellas. 6 minutes remaining, a little more than 6 minutes to go, and the Goodfellas will be looking to get an equalizer. It was the same that happened in the first half. It was 1-0 lead that was taken by the Devils. Equalizer came a couple of minutes after that from the Goodfellas, and here can it be the same? Goodfellas with a left footer, very close, nice dive to the left. It was by Chiranjeev Lalwani, but it's going to be a corner. Choi, chance wasted by Choi. He had complete side, but it's a chance wasted, and it's Prabal Punjabi coming in, and it's going to be the goal scorer Sagar, who is taking a break, and it's Prabal Punjabi comes in as a substitute.
Not understood, bro. You can't stop in the match, man. Sorry, bro. You leave the important go. You can't stop. You stop playing. You let him go one-on-one. You stop playing, man. I'm standing next to him.
Again on the attack are the Goodfellas. Not able to get it. Not able to convert the Goodfellas. It's going to a kick in for the Devils. The Devils can afford to eat up time We have entered the 45th minute, so exactly few seconds and 5 minutes remaining. They can afford to eat up time. And that's how football goes. When you are leading by 2-1, you can afford to eat up time. A couple of seconds here and there also can change the fate of the match. Goodfellas once again on the attack. Is it a foul? Yes, nicely observed by the referee, and that's going to be Prabal Punjabi with the booking there. He's been given a yellow card, the second yellow card of the match, and both of them for the Bombay Devils. It was first through Prashant Sagar, and now it is Prabal Punjabi who has been booked. So 2 yellow cards from the referee Pankaj Upadhyay. In the meanwhile, it's going to be a free kick for the Goodfellas. It's the skipper, Naitik Patel, in the penalty area. Chance! The flag was raised. Anti-climax for the Goodfellas. The flag was raised. And yes, offside was the signal. So the scoreline stays at 2-1 for the Devils. Goodfellas, Choi, just missing it. That's going to be a kick in for the Devils. The Devils with the kick in, taking a lot of time. They can afford to do that. 4 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. Manas Gera with the header, Punjabi, but that's an offside signaled by the assistant referee. Yet another substitution. It's Sagar once again who comes in as a substitute, who was walking in, who's running in, is Prashant Sagar. He's the goal scorer. He's got a booking as well, so he's been in the thick of actions. Choi passing it around. He's keeping possession, passing it on to jersey number 10. That's Varun Sekhri, who's also scored a goal for the Goodfellas. The only goal that has been scored. Again on the attack is Sagar. Not able to get it, not able to keep control of it. Over to Aditya Desai. Naitik Patel. The Goodfellas, he'll have to keep the ball in. Not a lot of time for them to get the equalizer. 3 minutes remaining. We've entered the 47th minute now. Entered the 48th minute now. Passing it around, keeping possession. Taken up by Sagar. He can afford to eat up time. Is Prashant Sagar. Good aggressive tackles there. Nicely done. Good to see that. Again Prashant. Manas passing it on to Sagar once again. Has he won himself a corner? No, he hasn't. But that was super play from Sagar in the last minute. It's going to be a kick in. Choi quickly takes it for the Goodfellas. 2 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. Can they get an equalizer? Choi with the dribble. Nicely done there. Good pass coming in, but does not find the required support. Scoreline stays 2-1. Two minutes to go. It's the Devils 2, Goodfellas 1. A minute and a half remaining. Header by Naitik Patel. Ball kept in play. And it's a foul, says the referee. And that's going to be a free kick for the Goodfellas. Quickly taken. They'll have to not waste time. With the right footer goes 23 Zabranches. But that again was just an optimistic effort on the goal. Just to eat up those few seconds, 5-10 seconds, definitely being eaten up in Sony. Still Branches once again finds Branches for a good clearance. And ball, perhaps it's an appeal, but not spotted by the referee, so the play moves on. Branches yet again in the thick of action. The last few minutes has been Branches. Exactly a minute to go. And it's 2-1 the scoreline for the Bombay Devils. Can the Bombay Devils register their first victory of the Bodog Roots Premier League? 50 seconds to go. Is there yet another defeat for the Goodfellas? Just last few seconds, still chances. Naitik Patel, the skipper. Skipper passing it around, not getting the required support. Passing it around, 30 seconds remaining. Nicely cleared by Manas Gera. Still the Goodfellas, and that's an outside. That's going to be a kick in. Exactly 20 seconds to go, and absolutely no hurries for the Bombay Devils. They can afford to eat up time. Exactly 20 seconds remaining, 15 seconds remaining now, the time that they've eaten up. So this might be the last piece of action of this match against the Goodfellas and the Devils. In the meanwhile, that's collected by Aditya Desai. Time is up. The referee might just look at his watch. No, in the meanwhile, it's a penalty. It's a free kick that has been awarded to the Goodfellas. This will be their final chance. The last chance for the Goodfellas. The last chance for the Goodfellas to go on goal. The time is done, so 50 minutes of gameplay is done. So this ball will be in play till it is dead, and it's off the wall, deflected, and that's victory for the Bombay Devils. They have defeated the Goodfellas 2-1. 2 goals scored. 11th minute by Ritik Parekh, 2, and Prashant Sagar in 43rd minute. Only 1 for Varun Sikri. Bombay Devils beat Goodfellas 2-1.